Welcome to class number 3 of the character sheet course, put on by the Guild of the Rose. In order to join live class sessions and a cohort to call your own, join us at guildoftheRose.org. Before we begin, I wanted to make a quick disclaimer that this week's homework will be a lot more introspective than most others in this series. So I would recommend that you take some time to do some self-care before you actually dive into the activity itself. In order to do that, I personally like to use an acronym called HALT, which stands for Hungry, Angry, Lonely, and Tired. If you are hungry, grab a bite to eat. If you are angry, take some time to cool off and leave that headspace. If you are lonely, call up a friend or loved one and spend some quality social time with them. If you are tired, take a nap or even get a full night's rest if that's what you need. Once you're in a good headspace, go ahead and proceed with the activity. So this week's activity, it takes its namesake from a 20th century mathematician named Richard Hamming, who would ask his colleagues, what is the most important problem in your field? And follow that up with, then why aren't you working on that? This has broader applications and has been modified by the likes of the Center for Applied Rationality and others on Less Wrong. Instead of asking, what are the most important problems in my field? We will ask variations of, what are the most important problems in my life? In order to find some of the biggest bugs in our lives. So grab your handy piece of paper or Google Doc and answer the following 7 questions, setting a 5-minute timer to think before answering each one. Question 1. What's the limiting factor on my growth and progress? What's the key resource I have the least of, or the key bottleneck that's preventing me from bringing resources to bear? Question 2. What do I feel I am not allowed to care about, or that I genuinely don't think about because it feels too big or impossible? Question number 3. If my life were a novel, what would be the next obvious step? Where is the plot dragging, and what do I need to do to move my story forward? Now, question number 4. What sorts of goals am I already pursuing, but in a bad, convoluted, inefficient, or distorted way? Question number 5. Which problems in my life are the greatest order of magnitude? What changes could I make that would result in a 100 times or even 1,000 times increase in either personal satisfaction or positive impact on the world? Question number 6. If I say, everything's fine and I'm on track to achieve all my goals, what feels untrue about that? What catches in your throat that makes it hard to say that sentence out loud? Question number 7. What feels most alive to me right now? Alternatively, what feels most endangered? Now that you have answered these 7 questions, condense the answers into a pithy statement that describes a bug or a goal. We look forward to seeing you in class.